go. ¿Qué pasa, Mufasa? Hello, my loves. Welcome back to another video. I just got done recording like a 3-part series of me having a secondary review of Full Sail, and I don't know, I feel kind of good. Usually when I finish recording a video, I won't say anything. I won't say anything. That's Southern. I'll just examine how I feel, and I usually can tell whether or not I'm going to keep the video or trash the video. I'm definitely going to be uploading that 3-part series because I think I wrote stuff down so I wouldn't go all over the place. I covered important facts. Oh, I thought I heard something. I think I covered some really good facts, in other words. But I usually can tell when I finish filming a video, whether or not it's going to be good or bad. So far, I feel good about this one. So, this video is going, after that little introduction of 1 minute, this video is going to be titled, usually I don't think of the title first, I think of what I want to say, and then the title comes second. So we're going to call this video, Stop Overthinking Life. There we go, Stop Overthinking Life, that's the name of the title. So, whether you know it or not, I am a huge thinker. I have been ever since I developed a conscience, and the only times that I'm able to actually shut my brain off and be totally present and content is when I'm happy. Now, when am I happy? I'm happy when I'm not examining things, when I'm taking things for what they are, and that's the beauty of happiness. You can't put a label on it. You feel happy when you're happy. That is what it is. And don't go and post in the comments or say to me in a message or whatever, don't go and tell me that, oh, well, actually there is a definition for happiness. No. I'm saying there's not, and hopefully there isn't, but unfortunately I guarantee there is with today's thinkers in the world. So don't tell me if there is. I want to know it. Not everything needs a label. Don't even get me started on labels and everything, but emotions don't need a label. You don't need to have a specific definition for happiness. You don't. And when I say don't overthink life, I mean when you are happy, just take that for what it is. Be happy. I'm happy right now because I'm holding this stuffed animal. It's soft, it's a German Shepherd, it makes me happy. I'm not gonna overthink that, I'm just gonna take that for what it is. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think it's bad that after college I'm moving back to my hometown to live. I'm not sure how long I'll be there. I don't know what the future holds for me. But after a series of, here, let me close my bedroom door because I'm gonna get into this, I can tell. My roommate is on the porch, and as soon as he comes in, I'm gonna have to close the door anyway, so I close it now. I know that from doing it to myself over and over again, when I start questioning things is moving back to my hometown where I grew up, is that a bad thing? Does that make me not successful? Is working in retail and having minimum wage or slightly above minimum wage jobs in my hometown, is that a bad thing? Is getting an apartment in my hometown a bad thing? And I realized after years of doing this to myself, 2 years, because it's been 2 years since I got out of high school, I realized after 2 years of doing this to myself that I said, Fletcher, stop. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't. I don't know what I want to do. And many people are like that. They don't know what they want to do. And the last thing that those types of people, myself included, should allow to happen is for your brain to run wild and let fear control you, because fear and compulsion is going to make you make rational decisions. You're going to be a lot easier to be influenced and controlled, mind controlled by other people who think this is what you should do, this is what you should do. You don't need them to tell you what you should do, and you don't need to know what you want to do either. They don't need to know, you don't need to know. Nobody needs to know. Just do. And then along the way of doing, while you're just being, just doing, you're gonna find something that clicks with you, and then you take off. You see what I mean? It might happen quick, it might happen a long time, you never know. And who's to say it's a bad thing, riding that wave, being in that state of, I'm just working a regular job where I grew up. Who's to say that's bad? It's only bad when you think it's bad. That's something that I had to figure out on my own. I thought about it. Okay, perfect example. I thought of how I would like, there was this very small house that, like a tiny house, modern, updated. It's been there for about 3-5 years in my hometown. And I wanted to either, not buy it, but like I wanted to rent it. Like I wanted to rent it like an apartment house, like a condo, and just live there. And I picture myself being there, getting a dog, having my own dog in my own place, and then like just having regular jobs in my hometown. And then whenever like I get time off from work, because working in the hometown you get a lot more flexible work hours. I realized, I'm like, well, whenever I get time off from work, I'll use the money that I earn, that I saved after paying bills and stuff, I'll use that money to take myself on a vacation somewhere, do something fun. And thinking about that made me so happy. Unfortunately, somebody ended up buying the house, but that's besides the point. I felt happy in that thought. Compared to thinking, oh my God, I'm a failure for moving back to my hometown. What am I gonna do next? Where am I gonna go? Am I gonna move to Portland, Maine, the biggest city in my state? Am I gonna move to Boston, to New York, to LA? Where am I going? Am I moving to Chicago? What am I gonna do? How am I gonna do it? How am I gonna achieve this? Notice what's happening? I'm creating the problem right then and there where there was never a problem. Nada, zilch. I was happy and content with this thought of imagination. And then I went over here and I started going, and I scrambled my brain like eggs with a, with a beater. There we go. I almost called it a squip for some reason. Eggs with a beater. And then I find that I'm depressed, I'm sad, I'm miserable. And I'm here to tell you to learn from my mistakes. And you are going to encounter what I'm going through, or you're going to encounter your own thing. And here is the harsh reality of it. No one is going to be able to tell you how to fix it. Not even me. Because what I'm saying right now may be helpful to you, but mostly it's actually me just like saying things out loud to feel more comfortable in my own skin. It's like journaling. This YouTube for me is a form of journaling. Exactly. It's the equivalent of that. I can look back on it. And I still, despite YouTube, I still journal. I love journaling. Journaling is great. I heavily advise it for people to do it. But you see what I mean? When you overthink things and you overcomplicate things, you are making yourself sad and feel like shit for no reason. No reason. I said to myself, Fletcher, if you are living in an apartment in your hometown, on your own, not with your parents, and you get a dog, and you have a bunch of jobs, some of them are minimum wage, some of them you earn more than minimum wage, but you live in a beautiful place, you have full-time work, you have a dog, you have a roof over your head, you're not living with your parents anymore, but you live in the same town as them so you can go see them whenever you want. You have a lot of friends who still live there or who come visit. You have a lot of family there. That's where you grew up. Why is that so bad? Really? This is more of me asking myself in the future if I were to watch this video, but I'm also asking all of you, why is that a bad thing? Why? What's so bad about it? Society has programmed it into our heads that you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to go to college, you need to leave your hometown, you need to either have kids or don't have kids, have a college degree, don't have a college degree, don't drop out of high school, do drop out of high school. Society has told us the do's and don'ts of everything. The truth is, you shouldn't go to high school, but you shouldn't not go to high school either. You shouldn't stay in school, but you shouldn't drop out either. Do you know why you shouldn't do either? Because it's different for everybody. Even me. It's different for everybody. You're gonna have to do things and then do them your way. You could read all the things in the world telling you to do it this way. And you might get fooled, and you might think that you fall into this category because this sounds like you. And it's actually gonna be very comforting in the moment, because you're gonna feel like, oh my God, there are other people like me. This is a sign. I've been there. And definitely take on that. If it's a sign, then take it on, definitely. Talk to people who are in the same situation as you. Read about things or watch things that relate to the situation that you're in. That's totally cool. But just go through life and do things. Don't think, am I getting paid enough money? Is it bad that I'm working multiple jobs? Is it bad I still live in my hometown? Is it bad that I have this? Is it bad that I live in the same building as my parents? That was my home, but my parents now turned into a two-part building apartment or whatever. Is that bad? I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen to me. I'm just using that as an example because I have a friend who, his mom turned their house into, it's 3 stories. They turned, up where I live actually, they turned their house into 3 different apartments. And he doesn't actually live with his mom, although she's his landlord. She lives in the middle, somebody else lives on the top, he lives in the basement. If you're from Rangeley and you're watching this, you're gonna know who I'm talking about. But why is it a bad thing? It's only bad when we think it's bad. Something is only good when we think it's good. Just stop thinking, stop overthinking things, take things for what they are. Because I'm realizing now at a very young age that if I'm making a prediction right now. I'm making a prediction that I'm going to be living in Rangeley, Maine for a long time. Not forever, but for a couple years. And I'm looking ahead into the future, at my future self, and I'm thinking, if I spend however long I'm going to be living back home, if I spend that time thinking how much I hate it there and how much I want to go off into the world and do stuff, you know what's going to happen? When that time comes, I go off into the world, I'm going to be discouraged, depressed. It's not going to be how I thought it was going to be. And I'm going to just feel upset about everything. And then I'm going to look back and I'm going to cry, thinking that I spent those years living back home after school, hating it there, dreaming of something better, when in all reality, the better, the beautiful thing, the future, the present, the now, the next best thing was right there before my eyes, my hometown, the entire time. And I was so busy and focused on getting away from there, just hit my nose, getting away from there, that I completely overlooked that. And then before you know it, my parents are gonna be dead, the town's gonna be changed, and then I'm not gonna wanna move back there. Maybe someday, but maybe not. And then I'm never gonna be able to undo all that fuck up I did. Know what I'm saying? So to take away this video, I want you to stop overthinking, because I do. And I'm in therapy to help get over that. Take things for what they are and don't overthink things. Don't think if this is a right or wrong decision. Don't think if you're going the right way in life or you're not, because there is no right or wrong way, and there is no way, and there is no this or that. There's just. There is just. There's being, just being. Okay? So don't overthink stuff. Stop overthinking life. It's okay. You'll be so much happier. Believe me, you will be so much happier. So stop overthinking life. Okay, I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.